Although you may not have heard of Southworth Books, it was a very notable business during the early 1900s, housed right here in 308 and 310 State Street. Although this building is now the home of Orange Leaf, a frozen yogurt joint, evidence of the building's history can still be spotted in this advertisement, which has remained through numerous renovations. We sat down with Dick Bossing, the property manager of the Southworth building and longtime resident of West Lafayette, who had a lot to say about the building from both a personal and professional perspective.
Because that building was built by Robert Jakes and Mr. Southworth. That was Ray Southworth, who worked at the university. They built that building over there, and they wanted it as Southworth Bookstore, and that's what it was.
Mr. Ray M. Southworth was born on February 11, 1885, to a fatherless family. Raised by his grandparents, his mother Laura appeared to have made ends meet as a seamstress. In 1906, Ray Southworth made his society debut through his marriage to society woman Flossie Minch. Shortly after the wedding, the young couple went to work managing a small student supply store, catering to the growing Purdue University nearby. In 1909, Southworth partnered with Jack's Muller Co., a similar supply store in Lafayette, and through this partnership acquired the funds to construct the historical shop from 308 to 310 State Street. One of the earliest shops to form in this district, Southworth's Book and Supply Store aided the growth of the now flourishing village. Ray Southworth's bookstore proved to be a huge success. Southworth's Book and Supply Store was so much more than college supplies, as its name implies.
In those days, every student had to buy everything. You couldn't get it online, you couldn't rent it. You had to have the textbooks, and it was a major, big business thing for them.
It was not a college bookstore as we see them today, but almost a precursor to a modern-day department store. Apart from being the place in West Lafayette to purchase things like books, school supplies, and writing implements, the Southworth Company also sold jewelry, furnishings, instruments, tobacco, and fine clothing for gentlemen. The store was even equipped with a restaurant and lunchroom for students.
Southworth was in drama at Purdue, and in that he had this Harlequin Club in the upstairs. And they had performances up there, and then they'd have drinks and things up there, and at first it was a man's club only.
The Harlequin Club seems to have been the place to be back when it was in its prime. With a stunning tin ceiling and a bold stage area at its head, it seems to have held about 20 small tables where patrons could have sat and enjoyed a drink while watching a performance. However, the Harlequin Club closed its doors around the time of World War II, managing to live past the time of its founder. The alley between the Southworth building and the adjacent building to the west, built by Southworth's partner Jack's, has recently undergone effort by the city of West Lafayette to beautify the area.
This alleyway used to be called Gumball Alley. It was a dark alley, it was dirty, it was filthy. The Arts Federation came and said, if you're going to put a new alley in here, and it's going to be very nice, if the owner of the buildings will put lights in here, the Arts Federation would like to come in and put murals on the walls.
Thanks for looking back at West Lafayette with us. We'll see you next time. We hope that you have learned something new about your community through this video, and if you know anything else interesting about the Southworth building and its history, we would love to hear about it. Contact us at wllookingback@gmail.com to share your stories.